And so Republicans are not going to confront Trump. They're going to do whatever they're told. They don't have the spine to stand up against them. And so we're in a difficult position. We have two Democrats, Manchin and Sinema, and they are holding up the Democratic agenda. They have decided that they are going to stick with support of the filibuster.
Matt, shut up. I've had enough of you.
Someone go get me a wheelbarrow with mud so I can throw it on Mad Max. Wheezy Jefferson out there, Georgia. This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. If you like what you see, click on the link below this video and put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get yourself a 20% discount. Real quick before we get into the video, just want to put this out there. If any of you out there can do it, and if it's on your heart, I'd like you to become a part of my $2 a month club. Now that's not a lot. However, I definitely don't want to make people feel like they're obligated to be a part of that. All it entails is simply $2 a month. All you got to do is click on the link below this video, which is my PayPal. And if you decide you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, just send $2 to my PayPal. So remember, you are not obligated, but if you can, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, now let's get to the video. Do you remember the horrible famine in Ethiopia in the 1980s? More than 1 million Ethiopians starved to death. The Marxist government had destroyed food production. So when a drought hit, there was no emergency food to fall back on. Now, this painful lesson should remind us to have backup food and to be more self-reliant. You know why? Because Marxists will be Marxists. They destroy everything, especially the food production. So if you see a bad moon rising, do yourself a favor and get some emergency food that you can rely on. That is my Patriot Supply. It is America's largest emergency preparedness company. And right now, you can save $50 off of their 4-week emergency food kit, which contains an abundance of food totaling more than 2,000 calories a day. And this is something every American family should have. It arrives in unmarked boxes for your privacy. And all you got to do is go to preparewithkevinscorner.com and save $50 on your 4-week food kit. That is preparewithkevinscorner.com. So to avoid the unexpected, act now. Go to preparewithkevinscorner.com. Now, let's get to the video. Now here she is, off the leash. They done gave her a platform to go out there and trash her own party members and make it appear that they're rejecting abolishing the darn filibuster because they deep-seated racists or something. Listen to the implications, the things that they are trying to insinuate. When you start getting up there and saying things like this,
and they don't care whether or not they undermine the rights of minorities and blacks in this country. You know, blacks have fought very hard to make this a stronger democracy.
And you're trying to tear it down. Folks like this, they're not down with the struggle. They're not for the movement. They know this has nothing to do with democracy. It has something to do with their power. And yet here she is out here talking about some blacks have fought so hard to, and I'm thinking, no. See, we've gotten to this point and y'all are trying to take us back to where we started from. This is the same woman who's swooping down that those border patrol were down there whipping those Haitians, and it was worse than slavery. And somehow, some network allowed this fool to get back up there and throw some more vomit up on their screen. She might as well have just came out, grabbed the mic, and vomited all over it. That would have been the same as what she just said. Oh, God. We feel it. Yes, that's very inspiring. We're talking to Maxine Waters. She just vomited all over the mic, and we get the point. Because it's the same as what she just said. So now, all of a sudden, the woman who is constantly talking about black people are victims, white people are racist, and you know what, we still in that struggle. And here she is talking about Joe Manchin and them are trying to take us back.
We've worked very hard for equal rights. We've worked very hard for civil rights and voting rights. And these two are basically saying to us they don't care.
That's what I want to do. I want to jump over. I feel like Charlie Murphy when he was on that Dave Chappelle joint at your camp. That's how I feel. I feel like Rick James. I want to go to every one of their cribs, step in some mud, get on their couch. That's how I feel. This chick up here talking about yes, and then you know what, and they know that she's just freestyling. Anything can come to mind. You know what? Racism, sexism, xenophobia. And you know, I could have swore I saw Joe Manchin outside of my mansion trying to whip me last night. And I said, no more whipping, okay? And no more wire hangers. That's what she's doing. She's just up there like, let me open my big mouth and let vomit come out.
They don't care about us. They don't care what it means to weaken.
Oh, they're horrible, y'all. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Enough is enough of this garbage. That's what I'm saying. Democrats, man, I hope they lose power for the rest of eternity.
Weaken our ability to participate in this democracy. And what everybody better understand is this democracy is at stake. And these domestic terrorists are organizing. The president is helping them in the way that he speaks to them. He's helping them in the way that he encourages them. Straight freestyling and lying while she's doing it, y'all. Wow. I tell you, man, MSNBC. That's MSNBC, y'all. Yeah, we'd like you to come on here, unabated. We're not going to ask one question. We're just going to turn on your mic and sit back and let you go ahead and say whatever. And the president, I could have swore I saw him with a pipe bomb on him, and he's still out there, and he's saying to all of these white folks, it's time to rise up and kill all black people. I'm pretty sure I saw him on that horse down there when they was down there in, don't even know, down in Hawaii, whipping all of them Haitians. I'm pretty sure I saw Trump on that horse whipping those Haitians. And they just sit back there and just, well, there you have it, Mad Max. Thank you for coming on the show. And so we're in for it. So I would love to be able to come out of that Senate with the votes for voting rights, but it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible.
I tell you, man. Thank God we got through that. Now we got to move into some other nonsense. Give me a second. It's real hard, y'all. See, that's that strong nonsense. See, that's that kind. If you take too much of it at once, man, you don't want to take that nonsense to the head right there. I gave y'all a heavy dose of nonsense. Right now, y'all might have a nonsense high. You got to let that go through your system. Flush it out with some water and some lemon and stuff. Okay, now let's get to some more nonsense because the Dems ain't done.